Ah, what a lovely nap. Hey, wait a minute. What the? Oh God! Get away from me! Get away! Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Technic with Wiley. Just got done cleaning up the little trap that was set for me there by that Testificate. I assume it was the same one whose house I accidentally blew up last episode. He tried to get revenge, but fortunately I kicked his ass. So I've been working really hard. I left my game running a lot over the weekend, got tons of diamonds. I built my big old power flower down here, got a whole lot more energy collectors, which, by the way, it's much better to get energy collectors before the antimatter relays because they really don't boost your collection very much. I've dug out the floor here and I have some glowstone blocks beneath some of these energy collectors to give them the light they need. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize, that's a little trick for when you're building something like this. It can be hard to figure out how to place a glowstone block. Oh, let's make one real quick. Somewhere like right here, because every time I right click on one of these spots, it's just opening the energy collector. But if you shift right click, you can just stick it down. So that's useful. So I used up a lot of my diamonds, but I've still got a bunch. I'm going to pull some out just in case I need them today. So we're going to be working on more Thaumcraft this episode. Let's see, I'm going to need some ore, probably. Better pull some of that out. Okay, so I've been working a lot on research. One of the things I discovered that's quite useful, I got ghosts around somewhere. Let's turn down my sound a bit. So one thing I discovered is that, first of all, I went mining and got a ton of crystals. I found the best way to find them is just to go into caves and look for light sources, since crystals emit light, and if they're not from places you've already been, it's probably a crystal. A cool thing is if you research Vis crystals, if you research specific items, you'll get specific recipes. So if you research a Vis crystal, you get a recipe for something called what is it called? A crystalline bell, right? Which just requires 1 glass and 1 diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and make one. I've been throwing all of my extra recipes just into this chest and then smelting them later because they have a very good smelting value of 50. So I've gathered up some Vis and drained out a lot of taint. And I'll show you what I'm doing with these crystals in a second here. So I need 1 glass and 1 diamond. Is that all I require? Yeah. It takes a lot of Vis to make one of these crystalline bells, but they're quite useful. I'll show you why. Oh, looks like just barely ran out of Vis. Let's throw another recipe in here. Come on, come on. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, this Vis taint system is not the best here. I've got to find a bit of a better way to do this. Just got to give it a second to sort of drain out some of the taint. Well, in the meantime, you can see that I've set up some crystals here, and they're growing a little bit over time. You make these by just sticking 9 crystals into the crafting bench, like so. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just a block of crystal, and that makes a Vis ore. And when you place a Vis ore down on a block or on the wall, it makes a little crystal, which you can grow anywhere you want. I believe the higher the Vis concentration in the area is, the faster these grow. I don't have very much Vis in this area, but I do have some tools to grow it with. Okay, great. So I've got my crystalline bell. So I'll show you how this works. You find a crystal or a group of crystals and right-click on them. There has to be more than 1 or it won't do anything. But if there's more than 1, you can just take off the extra crystals without having to destroy it and leave 1 to grow back. So that's pretty cool. Pretty useful tool. All right. So the next thing I want to take a look at... Oh, I finally realized why these enchantments don't have recipes. It's because, of course, they're enchantments that you make with an enchanting bench. So let's see what I've got here. Take some of this stuff out. Okay, yeah. So one of the things I wanted to make is this traveling trunk. I'm gonna need some more enchanted wood. So let's go ahead and make some more of that. Running out of inventory space. Alright, so a crystal, great wood log. Let's go ahead and make 2 stacks. Oh, God, this is taking forever. So my V setup is so convoluted here. Alright, well I've got 5. Cool. So I went out back to the nether and mined some soul sand, which is pretty easy to find and pretty easy to get. Not too much of a problem there. And I did that so that I could make this, a traveling trunk. So it requires a soul fragment. Let me just check the recipe for that real quick. Cool, it's just a couple of soul sand. Oh, it looks like I have to put it in the... Oh, you know what? I actually can't make that. I lied. It requires a dark infuser. So we'll save that for later. Instead, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to try to make this shovel of renewal. Now, I need a thaumium shovel for this, which shouldn't be too difficult to make. Yeah, it requires 1 thaumium ingot, which is made... I'm running out of... Quickly running out of V's here. Just throw a couple of diamonds in. And you'll see my taint level is slowly rising, which isn't very good, but it's okay for the moment. Now, thaumium ingot is just 1 iron ingot. I think you can use any type of ingot, actually. And crystals. So just pop a couple of these in here and see if we can get one more. Nope. Gotta wait. Okay. This should be enough for the shovel, right? Yeah. It only requires 1. So I gotta get a couple of sticks. And we do 2 sticks and an ingot. Great, so we get our thaumium shovel, which is a pretty sweet little item. Dig stuff up pretty fast, it's not too bad. But the cool thing is I can turn it into the shovel of renewal. Now I believe I got this from... I randomly ended up with a recipe that was, or not a recipe, but whatever comes before a theory. That was, instead of a theory of lost knowledge, it was forbidden knowledge. And when I researched that, I was lucky enough and it didn't fail, and I got this recipe for the shovel. So it requires 3 earthen crystals and an enchanted wood, and then the thaumium shovel in the middle. So, is it like this, I think? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is pretty cool, pretty nifty little item. Oh, it's a ghost. Let's see if I can sleep until dawn real quick. Give me the beat, boys. Okay, that's enough of that. Alrighty. So it's now morning, just barely. So what this shovel will do is... it will dig a whole 3x3 area. Yeah, which is pretty sweet. And then that's with left click, obviously. And then I can right click it and it will grow me some flowers. Just so lovely. Isn't that neat? So that's what this sweet item does. There's also a sweet pickaxe, but it's a little bit harder to research. Alright, now there's one more thing I want to show you today, and I'm not entirely prepared to make it, so give me a second while I gather the items, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so the item I am trying to make is called a Vis condenser, and it's made with a crystal, conduit, 2 iron, and 3 wood. So let's go ahead and make that real quick. I believe it needs specifically a Vis crystal. 3 wood. Alright, so here we go. I got my Vis condenser. Now this is a pretty cool little item. I'm going to stick it down here, just directly next to my infuser. That should work. It's probably a good pattern. So what you do is you right click on this and you put a crystal, any type of crystal, in here on the left, and you'll see it appear right there. And oh look, I got another crystal farm's actually working. Pretty sweet. So you'll see the crystal appear here, and it will begin draining Vis from the crystal, turning it. Yeah, it'll turn the crystal into Vis, and you'll end up with a depleted crystal, which you can then recharge with another item later. So now I've got a little store of Vis coming in, and we'll go ahead and make some sort of item with the condenser so you can see that. Oh, there, you see the Vis flowing immediately from the condenser. Sorry, the infuser, not the condenser. You'll see the Vis flowing from the condenser into the infuser. God, I get my terms mixed up. Pretty bad about that. And then if I wanted to, I could pop another Vis tank right here to get that doing its thing. I'm not, for some reason. Okay. I had to put this here because I wanted to drain Vis into the tank, and it kind of screwed up my pattern. Maybe I should take this out, perhaps. I really don't have a good. Don't follow my example. This setup, because it's crap. It's been such a disaster. Alright, so that's pretty much all I wanted to look at today, was these cool little items. Get you some more Vis and whatnot. Use your crystalline bell, get some extra crystals, start a crystal farm. It's a great way to sort of set up your whole thing here. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I really wanted to look at today. Sweet shovel, traveling trunk, which I can't make yet. Pretty disappointed about that. I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh yeah, one other thing. Concentrated Vis is an item I researched recently. It requires a lot of Vis, 140. That's almost as much as I needed for the bell. But all it costs is a crystal and a glass bottle, and then a ton of Vis. And the reason it costs a ton of Vis is you can throw it on the ground, like you do with potions, and it will spread Vis into the air, increasing my Vis charge quite a bit just in the atmosphere. So that's a pretty useful way to pump up your Vis in the area if you're doing anything, or if you accidentally built your home somewhere with a low Vis charge. Anyway. Thanks a lot for watching, especially if you've been watching lately. I really appreciate the people who keep coming back. I would love it if you would like my video. If you enjoyed it, please do, and subscribe and comment, because all that kind of stuff helps me. I tend to ramble on with these goodbyes, so I'll probably just not say anything else. But once again, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be starting some cool stuff this week, so keep checking my channel. Definitely subscribe, because I'm about to start a new series that I think is going to be a whole heck of a lot of fun. Once again, I've been Wiley, and this has been Minecraft Rehab Technic. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope to see you again sometime. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.